One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today. Hello, good morning. So I am in Phoenix, Arizona right now, and the time is 9:10 a.m. If I was on the East Coast, we'd be looking at 12. We'd be looking at 12:10. I think we're 3 hours behind. But I just wanted to jump on and say good morning. It's morning here in Arizona, and I wanted to wish all of the mothers out there a wonderfully peaceful, calm, happy Mother's Day. I hope today is truly your day and you get what you want, because in my mind, that's what Mother's Day is. If it's my day, I get to say what it is I want on this day. And so what Anita wanted is to go away by herself. Anita wanted to go on a trip and go out into the desert and watch the sunset, and I wanted to hike the mountains, and I just wanted to be out here. I have another reason for being out here too, but I wanted to kind of do what I wanted to do for the next few days. So I'm here in Arizona for the next few days and I'm soaking up the heat. I love the heat, y'all. People always complain about the heat out here in Arizona. I absolutely love it. The hotter the better, okay? And it is a very dry heat. So I wanted to come on quickly and make a video about self-worth and self-value, because some of us need these reminders, okay? Again, I'm predominantly talking to the women, but if you're a man and you want to listen in, have at it, okay? But ladies, we have to know our self-worth. We have to know our value, okay? So before we even get out here and attempt to date or be in relationships, you got to do that inner work. A lot of people are not doing the inside work. They're not doing the inner work. And guess what they're doing? They're causing more problems. They're causing more problems for themselves. They're causing more problems for others. People who do not stop in their tracks and really reflect, like really self-reflect, like over their life and what they're doing and who they're doing it to and with. Those are the people, if I can be frank, those are the people, the wounded people, the broken people, the people who are not doing any work on themselves. Those people are the problem. You got 20-some-year-old people out here, women telling me, no, I'm done. I'm not going back out there. I'm not dating. I'm not seeing anybody. I got one bad apple and it spoiled the whole bunch. So we have to talk about self-worth. Number one, you have to know your value, ladies. Okay, not your inflated value, because some of y'all think y'all really all that and you ain't. So I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but some of y'all think y'all more than, you got work to do. You got work to do. But as you're doing that work, I want you to step into that knowledge, knowing I am becoming the best me outside and inside. Okay, so as you do that work, let that add to your value. Okay, that's the first thing. You got to look like you take yourself seriously. Again, on the outside, you've got to work on yourself. If you need a good fitness program, if you need to get fit and healthy, if you need to work on your skin, if you need to work on your teeth, if you need to work on your hair, if you need to work on, your fitness, so you got to, your clothing, right? There are women out here that I see that they could look better than they do. Like they could look better than they do. And their lack of taking care of their appearance, it says something about your self-worth. And don't let anybody try to tell you otherwise. When you do not look good, you do not feel good. You're not going to tell me otherwise. When you don't look good, you don't feel good. So a big part of feeling good and worthy and confident is we got to look good. We got to look good. You ain't never going to see me come on here looking just any kind of way, right? For the most part, I have a base look. I don't leave my house. I don't go on the other side of my door looking crazy. Right now, I have on workout clothes because I'm getting ready to go and hike, but you're not going to see me ever just out looking crazy. You're not going to see me in a bonnet ever. You're not going to see me with house shoes on ever, or my pajamas on outside of the house. Like, I take good care of myself because I love myself. And I want you to do the same thing. Number 3, people who have high self-worth and value, they do not give access to everyone. So for the ladies out there that, we had a connection and we slept together on the first night, or I let him come over to my house and we known each other for 2 weeks, you are saying a whole lot about your lack of self-worth and value. And you don't even know it. You telling this man, I am cheap, I am free 99 when you doing that. No, you cannot come over here. I don't know you. And can I be frank? I run a background check on every man. If I make it to 3 dates with a man and I think it's actually going to go somewhere or be something, guess what the first thing I do? I run on to Been Verified or one of them sites, and I'm like, okay, what I know? I know first name, middle name, last name. I know some of the states and some of the counties you lived in. I got your birthday by then. You need a background check. Every man should not have access to you like that. That's saying something about your worth and your value. If a man that you haven't known very long can gain access to your personal space, you don't love yourself. You don't have high self-worth or high value. You don't. Sorry, I hate to tell you, but everybody should not have access to your space, to your energy, to your time. All of those things cost. They cost. Okay? All right. We don't need to always express our boundaries. Sometimes we just need to show them. That's the next one. Now, I have no problem using words. I'm a linguist. I like talking. Everybody knows that. So I'm going to talk. I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to talk that much. I'm not going to talk that much. Right? I'll let a man skirt the boundary or get close to the boundary. And then I'll be like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel comfortable giving men money. I don't feel comfortable with, inviting a man I barely know over to my house. I don't feel comfortable going to his house. I don't feel comfortable with you picking me up. Like, he may skirt that boundary, and then that's when I'm obey. Hey, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But really, if I can be honest with you ladies, less talking and more showing. That's what's missing in the world of women. The language of men is doing. It's not talking. And that's the other thing. That's how you going to tell a man that's really about something. He not going to be doing this all the time. Because that's not the language of men. The language of men is not talking. That's the language of women. We love words. We love to talk. So if you get yourself a dude and all he do is this, that's telling you right there he got some feminine energy in him. Because masculine men, they don't do this. They don't sit around and do this and be down there in the comment section and leaving these long comments. Masculine men don't have time for that. They are about their business. They are about the business of their family, their real business, their career, or whatever else they got going on. They're out there making moves. They're out there in their purpose. They don't have, they ain't got all this. I'm actually doing other things. I don't have time to drop down in comment sections and leave long, lengthy comments and troll people's platform and troll other people's comments. And look, when I see that on my page, I know right away. There's a lack of masculinity somewhere, because masculine men ain't about all them words. They don't have time for all of that. That's the language of women. So you don't come over here to a woman's platform to, okay, but anyway, always be ready to walk away. Now, I've already done a video about this, so you need to go back like 10 videos and find don't ever be afraid to walk away. When you know your worth and value, you will remove yourself from people who don't. And I've had people sleep on me. This is what I think is so funny. When women come to me and they get angry, they get upset, they get all, can you believe that? Can you believe he tried to take me on this type of date, or he tried to do me this way? Why are you angry? I don't even have the time to repeat the horrible story. Anita leaves you alone. Anita blocks you from her world, and Anita goes on. So the 20 minutes it take you to tell that story to someone else, and all that emotion you gave that story, I'm doing something else. I'm actually doing something else to make me money. Like, can I be honest? I'm taking all that negative energy and I'm putting it into something that can actually make me money, make me better, make me happier, make me more peaceful. I don't have time to tell that story. I don't have time to feel angry because a man slept on me. But it's happened where, men didn't even know what they had when they had it. And this is what tend to happen. So after the fact, oh, wait a minute. I think Anita was somebody. I think she was someone I wanted in my corner. I think what I thought was gold plated was real gold. Like, can I come back? Can I get it back? Can I circle the block and get it back? Is it still there? Is the gold bar still there in the middle of the street? I thought it was fake. I thought it was gold plated. No, it's gone. It's gone because there's always somebody else out there that, oh, that's a gold bar. Let me pick this up real quick. There's always somebody out there that recognize what you don't. And real recognize real. So be willing to walk away and walk away. It is always my intention to stay away. But I've talked before, this was several months ago, about the whole prospect of, re-entertaining an ex. I did a whole video on this where I had changed my view. I had actually changed my view, and I gave you all the caveats. I gave you all the rules to doing this, right? The number one rule that says we're never going to entertain an ex is if that ex abused you. If that ex abused you in any shape or form, you never go back. Never go back to someone who abused you. Because remember, we're talking about worth and value. We're talking about, how you show a person your worth and value. Never go back to someone who abused you. Leave them clean in the dust because you love yourself and you're worthy, right? As the L'Oreal, and I'm worth it. Okay. Show that you're focused on actions and not words. Oh my God. What did I just say? Women love words. That's how 90% of men make women fall in love, is because they know that's our language. Talking and talking and talking. Telling you what you want to hear. Future faking. And we going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and we going to go here, and you going to meet this person, and you just be eating it up. You be drinking it up. Look. We are. Oh my God. Yes. I love all of this. Oh, he's telling me everything I want to hear. What is he doing? What is he doing? I learned long ago, and a lot of people used to tell me this even when I was young. They said, you don't like flattery. Like, flattery just completely turns you off. I said, it really does. It really does. Nothing turns me off to a man more than flattery, because it's just empty. It's so empty. And then, and maybe this is my Aquarian nature, I don't like men who lead with the physical compliments all the time. That really irritates me. Like, it's okay to say, you're a beautiful woman, that's a beautiful dress, you smell good, that's fine. But to me, when they focus too much on that, like it irritates me. It really irritates me when all they can, is just what you look like. What you look like. And then this how you know that they trying to pull a fast one. They'll try to pull a characteristic out, but you've never shown them that characteristic. So for instance, today's Mother's Day, and so if I met a man and went on a date tonight and he says, oh, I'm sure you're a great mother, you have no way to know that. Don't even tell that lie in here. You have no way to know if I'm a good mother. You just met me. We're sitting across the table from each other. You have no way to know that. But again, because you believe it and because you know it, right? So I know I'm a good mother, right? I know I'm a good mother. I'm a fantastic mother. However, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. So I'm going to take that compliment with a grain of salt because he doesn't know me. It's just flattery, right? And that's what I mean by flattery. People telling you stuff that they don't even know about you and experience. So ladies, this leads to the next one. Please have a healthy degree of skepticism. There is nothing cute about a grown woman who is naive. That's not cute. I know y'all seen a lot of Disney movies and a lot of, rom-coms and all of that, and it's always the naive, doe-eyed, oh, I don't know anything, and you can just tell me anything. No, you grown. You a grown woman. And you should be skeptical, especially of a man that is romantically interested in you. And not in a toxic way, not in a bitter way, not in a way that's like all men are dogs. No, that's not what I'm talking about. All men cheat. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's toxic. You should have a healthy level of skepticism, right? You should, okay, we'll see. That's what that looks like. A man tries to sell me the moon and I go, oh, we'll see. And that's it. And I focus on actions over words. And if I hear a lot of talk and don't see a lot of action follow it up, I tend to call it out. That's something women need to get better at. Women suck at calling men out on their BS. Y'all suck at it. You're either too aggressive and too rah-rah, and you lying and blah, blah, blah. You do that. Or you don't do it at all. You just let him tell you anything, and something in your spirit is like, that don't seem right. And you don't say nothing. So there is something in between, ladies. There's something in between those two things. And you need to be prepared to call it out. Like, that doesn't make sense. Remember, I talk about this all the time. Like, oh, you said this and yet you did this. And that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. And this happened, but then this didn't happen. And that doesn't make any sense. Or those two things aren't in alignment. What do you think? That's how you can call a man directly out on his BS without raising your voice, having a nasty tone, cussing, because y'all shouldn't be doing that anyway. Okay? I'm a lady. Okay? Be a lady. But call it out. That don't make no sense. Or this what I do when men future fake. I really hate future faking. I really hate future faking. Oh yeah, this summer we're going to my sister's wedding. My sister's getting married. Okay, we'll see. Well, what do you mean? I'm telling you that's what we doing. Okay, well, we'll see if that happens. But if I can be honest with you, it doesn't feel good when. Like, this is when I use that tool. It doesn't feel good when you make promises with your words that you have yet to back up with your actions. What do you think about that? That's the tool. It doesn't feel good when. And then say what doesn't feel good. That's it, right? I don't have to break a sweat. I don't have to yell, scream, get all upset, get super defensive. I don't have to cuss. I don't have to have a tone. I don't have to roll my eyes or suck my teeth. It doesn't feel good when you make promises that we don't know if you are going to keep. And then I go even a step further. I said, I understand that in the moment, it seems like a really great thing to say. In the moment, it seems like a romantic thing to say. It seems like an appropriate thing to say. However, I'm really more about actions. I really like a man that does less talking and more doing. What do you think about that? That's it. But that's how I pull a man's coattail to, I see you. I don't like future faking. And most men don't do it with me. They know I'm pretty matter of fact. They know I'm pretty much about just show me what you got. Don't gas me up. I hate that. And I will call a man out quick, like, let's not do that, And what? What? Let's not do what? Let's not, do the future faking. Let's not do the gassing up. Like, you don't need to do that, right? Just call it out. You don't need to do that. We're here. We're with each other right now. Let's focus on that. And let's see how this goes. Let's see if we can get through this date. You don't need to promise what you're going to do in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, and by Christmas, we're going to be in matching pajamas. You don't need to do that, boo. Nobody needs to do that. Take it one day at a time. Get through this date. Get through the next phone call. Get through the next. That's it. You don't need to project into the future to make me fall in love now. How you make me fall in love is you are consistent day by day by day by day. But see, if I can be real with y'all, it ain't about getting you to fall in love. It's about getting you to take your drawers off. Like, it's not about love. What can I say and do to get your drawers off? Like, that's what they doing. Okay, so I'm not trying to hurt anybody's little feelings, but that's what the future faking is all about. That's what, to kind of telling you what you want to hear. I want you to get into an emotional state, and that emotional state should lead to you taking your panties off. Okay? So come on, ladies, don't do that. Okay, so next, you got to be willing to say no. And a lot of you suck at this. You suck at telling a man no. And that is actually the first test, the first ish test that you're going to give, is you're going to tell a man no in some way, shape, or form. You're going to say no to coming to your house. You're going to say no to sexual intimacy. You're going to say no to a kiss. You're going to say no to giving him money. You're going to say no. You're going to say no. And then you're going to see who you really got. See who you really got, right? And I even tell men this. Tell a woman no, disappoint her in some way, and you're going to see who you really got, right? Then you're going to determine who you really got. But ladies, we've got to be a little less agreeable. We've got to be less agreeable. We've got to stop putting other people's thoughts and feelings and what they want ahead of us. And again, there's a balance. Do I care about people? Most certainly I do. I certainly care about myself. I certainly want to protect myself first. And I want you to do the same. Okay? Saying no and be willing to lose a man. My grandmother used to always say, you got to be willing to lose a man to keep a man. And I believe that. It sounds very counterintuitive. Stand up for yourself. Say no. Speak your mind. Say how you're feeling. Say what you're thinking, because it matters. And you have to take a chance on that man walking away. And in my opinion, if he's not a really great guy, and he can't get his way, yeah, he will walk away. He's telling you something by walking away. I'm not able to get what I want right now. I'm not able to delay gratification. I'm not able to, I'm here for what I want. That's what he's telling you. And if your answer is no, and he's not getting what he wants, I'm out. So it's great. It's the fastest way to determine who you're dealing with. All right. And then lastly, never chase a man. Never chase a man. You want to show a man that you are free 99, that you are bargain Betty, that you are on the cheap rack, that you are like, you want to do that? Run after him. And a lot of y'all are doing stuff that you don't even know is chasing a man. All this calling, all this texting, suggesting dates, planning the dates, paying for the dates, and being indispensable to him. Oh, you need this? You need your resume updated? You need somebody to watch your kids? You need somebody to watch your dog? You need... That's chasing. And you are not being the queen. You're not being that queen energy. You are saying, no, you're the king, and I should bow down, and I should worship you, but you're not exhibiting that queen energy. That queen energy attracts. Okay? Just like every beautiful rose in the garden. Oh my gosh. And the rose just shoots up, and the color of the rose, and the buds, and the smell of the rose. And then it starts to slowly open up, and then bees come, and all them butterflies and all them other insects come. That needs to be you. The rose is planted. Like I'm planted, and I'm just going to do me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to show up. I'm going to look good, smell good, and be sweet and smile and just exude femininity. Oh, and I'm going to appreciate whatever a man brings to me. And I'm going to be, that's it. That's it. But the fact that y'all don't know how to be, y'all keep doing and proving and showing, and I've got to show and prove and this. No, sweetheart. I just am. I just am. And again, whoever see the gold bar and they know what it is, that's it. That's the person who get it. But everybody else is like, oh, I don't know what this is. I think this is fake or this or that. Okay, you lose out. But see, when you know your worth and value, you believe that. It's not just words. You believe that. There are people in this world who have lost out. They have lost out. They will forever be regretful that they did not acknowledge my worth and value, that they didn't acknowledge it sooner or at all. That, oh, I had this person in the palm of my hand and they're gone, never to return. But see, you have got to acknowledge real, recognize real. And ladies, you show a man your worth. You show a man your value by embodying these steps that I just talked about. Okay, so we do not chase. We do not bend over backwards. Like, we are kind. We are reciprocal. Most certainly we are reciprocal. A man does something wonderful for us and we can reciprocate. But this idea of we gonna just dive into that pool, what I tell y'all in the other video, you give a little and you wait. You give a little more and you wait, you watch. And you give a little more and then you watch. And if at any point on that journey, that man starts leaning back, he gives less, he does less, you're done. You're done. Then I'm done. I'm done. I do that with my friends. I do that with men. I do that with my family. I give a little and then I watch. I give a little and then I watch. But if I don't feel that reciprocal energy, if I don't feel that give and take, that, you know, there's a love, there's a goodness coming back from that person, I'll leave them alone. And that, remember, that is going to determine how you feel about yourself. Leave people alone. I love me. I love my company. I love being by myself. And I'd rather be by myself than surrounded by a bunch of people who don't respect me, who don't love me, who don't care about me. I'd rather just rock it out on my own. That's with all the sincerity I can muster. I'm trying to get you to be that way too. Because at the end of the day, I had a gentleman DM me the other day. You out here keeping people single. If I can save one woman from a horrible, bad, abusive relationship, you darn right. I said, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I want to do. Because if it's a choice between a horrible man, a horrible, no good, cheating, lying, verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive man, girl, yeah, you need to stay single. Because men like that will take years off your life. Men like that will destroy you financially. And thank God that's not every man. I believe most of the men out here are good men. I really do. So, no, I do want to keep women single if the alternative is that. I sure do. I sure do. That's what I'm on. That's my purpose, is to teach women to love themselves and to have self-worth and to have self-value and high self-esteem. You are exactly right, sir. I didn't deny his message. Yep. Well, it's a lot of good men out here. Okay, but you're in my DM, like, and now you questionable. You questionable. What else do you have to be doing? Messaging me. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Keep women out of horrible, bad relationships. Keep women from being used and abused. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, there you have it. All right. I hope this was helpful. I thank you all so much for continuing to support the platform. Y'all, I'm trying to pull this video down. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. It's always something. And then I'm headed in the desert. This is the last thing I'm doing, and I'm heading in the desert. And I will deal with it when I get back. But I thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I hope the mothers out there have a beautiful Mother's Day. And again, remember, being a mom is your superpower. That is the one thing that biological men cannot do. They cannot touch us when it comes to motherhood. They cannot touch us when it comes to birthing kids. They can't do it. Like, they can't do it at all, right? So their day is coming. Their Father's Day is coming. But today, it's all about us. It's about the goddess in us. Please don't forget that. There is a goddess inside of each and every one of you. There is a deity. There is a, you have the ability to bring forth life. Oh my God, it's just, like I said, it just amazes me that women don't know and understand this about themselves. So please soak that in today. Please like this video. Please share this video with someone you think could benefit from it, and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification so you can get notified when new videos come out. Have a fabulous day, and as always, stay open to love.